Is it possible to overcome shyness? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Brixenta and I'm a shyness breakthrough coach and singer. I hope you enjoy the video.
I'm being afraid. I'm being afraid.
Alright guys, first thing first, let's get this out of the way. For you new people, if you enjoy this content, please make sure you subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get started. So, is it possible to overcome being shy? Yes, I'm living proof of that. So it's not possible to change whether or not you're an introvert or an extrovert. It is, however, possible to choose whether or not shyness rules your life. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, and this might offend some people, but shyness is not, and I repeat, it is not a personality trait. You have control over whether or not you act upon that shyness, of whether or not you continue to live in that shy area. You have 100% control over that. Now, if you recharge on your alone time, you don't have control over that. That is a very different thing. I am 100% an introvert. I like my alone time and I need it. However, shyness no longer rules my life, for the most part. There are times where I still have to work through things, but for the most part, shyness does not rule my life. You see, when I was growing up, I was always really quiet. I was always really shy, and guys, I'm still pretty quiet sometimes, but the shyness factor isn't ruling. I'm quiet because I'm choosing to observe, I'm choosing to listen, and that's another thing. Just because you're choosing not to let shyness rule your life doesn't mean you're going to start being loud, doesn't mean you're going to stop being quiet. It just means that you're going to say things when you actually have them to say, when you actually want to say them, instead of holding back and hiding in the corner. You're going to actually break through that shyness. So, when I was growing up, when I was in high school, I would see these people connecting and conversing and having a good time, and I was sitting there going, I'm quiet, and I'm not really connecting with people in that way. I don't have very many friends. I would like to change that. So the first thing I did was, when I observed that, I made a decision that that's not who I wanted to be. So I observed what other people did. And guys, you can do that, but it takes so much longer. So you have to know what you're looking for if you're observing, because that's going to cause breakthrough faster. And why wouldn't we want to go faster when we can, right? So one thing that I noticed about other people when they were interacting and they looked happy was they were smiling at people. They would walk by a random person, they would smile. So I started walking by a random person and I smiled. And that was like step number one, like baby step to start to overcome this shyness. And it doesn't matter what step you take as long as you take one. Right? It doesn't matter how big or small, it's still a step in the direction you want to go, right? So know that even if it's as simple as smiling at people and you're taking steps in the direction you want to go, it's okay if it's a small one. So then I started observing some more, and I noticed another thing. People would walk up to people and say, hey, how's it going? Hi, how are you? What are you doing? What do you do for a living? How's the weather? Different things. They would make small talk. I'm not really so much into small talk, and I feel like a lot of introverts aren't. However, I would start walking up to people and saying, hello. Sometimes that didn't go anywhere, but sometimes it actually started a conversation, and sometimes I made a little bit of small talk and I didn't really like those, but sometimes it started a conversation of, hey, we have all these things in common, hey, we're having a good time, hey, let's be friends and hang out outside of this situation. So sometimes I've made some really good friends doing that. And then as things grew, as I started to overcome all these things, later on in life, I decided to start taking bigger risks and bigger chances and overcoming shyness and fear in bigger ways. Like, I decided to audition for The Voice. It was a crazy decision, but I'm so glad that I did it, and it really broke through shyness. When you take a massive action, it breaks through so fast. So if you're not ready to take massive action, that's okay. But know that when you are ready, and by the way guys, you'll never feel ready. So if it's a matter of you're just scared, do it anyway. If it's a matter of I really need to conquer something small first, like I really cannot take some massive action, do that small thing, because they're all steps in the right direction. The small things are going to eventually add up, but if you want fast breakthrough, take that massive action, whatever that massive action is for you. So as you see, throughout the years, I decided to overcome shyness, and I know many other great leaders who were once shy and broke through that. I know some great leaders who were once shy and are still an introvert and broke through that. And I know some people who are shy who are extroverted and they broke through their shyness. So it takes all kinds of people, but it doesn't matter whether you're an introvert, extrovert, whether you're outgoing, not outgoing, it doesn't matter. You can overcome shyness if that's something you want to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below with the next step you are going to take. And if you want a video for 5 exclusive steps to overcome camera shyness, click that first link below, join the Dream Big family so that you can get more exclusive content, you can get updates, and you will be the first to be in the know with all new launches. I love you guys so much, and as always, dream big.